Like, at this point, y'all, I can't make this shit up. I really fucking can't. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry if I sound like, feel like, look like, whatever, because let's just get into it. All right, so everything started on Saturday. It'll make sense why I'm talking like this in a second. Saturday, my two boys decided to get sick. They got a cold. So then everything was okay, whatever. Everything was flowing, right? Now, for many that don't know, my youngest, he always gets sick. His is always the worst of the worst, right? When he gets sick. My oldest, he usually has a little cough, diarrhea maybe a day or two, and then it goes away. When it hit my youngest, it's the worst. We usually end up in the ICU. I don't even know why I did quotation marks at this point. I'm just delusional because I'm so tired. All right, so yesterday, out of nowhere, now my youngest son, he's still super sick, and you know, we're getting on a rhythm where we're having on a regimen where he doesn't have to go to the hospital yet, where he's on a good regimen yet, and he hasn't had to go to the hospital. So we're like, maybe we're good. Then as I'm laying down, or about to lay down, I'm gonna make me some bedtime tea because my throat is starting to get sore. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope this isn't strep again. But first of all, how the fuck old am I still getting strep, for one? So I make me some tea, right? Everything's going good. And then all of a sudden, my breathing gets horrible. Now, I myself, just like my son, has asthma as well. So my asthma started acting up. Mind you, I'm still debating on if I should go into the office. I just started my new job. If I should go into the office tomorrow. I technically don't have to because it's my day to work from home anyway. My 2 days, I could just use that. It's Monday and Tuesday. I haven't been to work since like Thursday because every week we could pick our 2 days to work from home. I usually always pick Thursday and Friday, and then I go in Monday and Tuesday, right? Long ass weekend, right? So I'm like, okay. So my breathing started acting stupid, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, my throat is acting retarded too. And then, so I drank the tea, I'm laying down. My breathing started acting stupid. I'm taking massive breathing treatments. And what do you know? I can't freaking swallow through the night. So all night, I'm like, my freaking throat is hurting so bad. I'm getting cough drops every 2 seconds. When I say I went on the hunt, y'all, for these cough drops, I went on the freaking hunt. And you know how, like, when you have cough drops, like, they always end up in weird places, like the bottom of your purse or something? So yeah, I was looking at every purse. This, mind you, this was at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I was debating on if I should go into the office, and I had to wake up at 6. So at this point, I'm like, I'm definitely not going into the office tomorrow. I'm just have to tell my boss I'm not coming to the office. I'm picking Wednesday to come to the office. So as I'm trying to get my life together, scrambling through, at like 5:30 in the morning, my son started wheezing really bad. Guess what? Now we're calling an ambulance, and he's on ambulance truck. So not only am I sick and wheezing and possibly have strep throat, he is sick and wheezing. So now we're in an ambulance. Once we get to the hospital, he's actually good to go. Like, they give him an hour breathing treatment, these strong steroids. And then I'm sitting here like, hey, by the way, can I
help me? Help me!
Sort of like, bitch, you're old as hell. But you know what? You gotta care for me. Like, you have to. Like, isn't it like the law or something? So at this point, they're super nice about it. They didn't like say anything. They're like, oh my god, oh yes, oh my god, how are you feeling, mom? I'm like, I feel like shit, actually. So they checked me for my, oh yeah, mind you, y'all, on Thursday, another reason why I'm talking like this, I just got my wisdom teeth pulled and 2 extra teeth that I had in my mouth, and my mouth is still killing me. So I have a strep throat. I'm wheezing. My baby's wheezing. I'm in the hospital. He's in the ambulance. Like, it's a hot ass mess at this point, y'all. So we get to the hospital or whatever. They swab me. They said it came back negative, but at this point, I'm like, I know I have strep. Like, I just had throat. And the way he swabbed me, he didn't even swab me right. He swabbed like the back of my throat, like down here. He didn't like really swab like my tonsils. My tonsils are enlarged or irritated. And I'm just thinking, like, hopefully they give me this antibiotic because it's going to make it, like, really good. So since it was negative, they did give me a steroid, but they didn't give me an antibiotic. So they said I had to wait, like, 48 hours to, like, 24 to 48 hours to get the results back. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But mind you, I'm like, oh, shit, my job. Like, you know. So mind you, fast rewind. When I'm in the hospital, I'm like literally on my computer, y'all, doing work, because I'm like, I refuse. I just got this job, y'all ain't about to fire me, like So I told my manager, like, hey, actually I'm working from home, but I'm actually in the emergency room myself and with my son. Like, he just got transferred through ambulance. Like, y'all, I could not make this shit up whatsoever. I couldn't. So then I'm like, okay. So I wrote her. She's like, oh, we just need a doctor's excuse so that you can work for the extra 2 days at home, because now I only can work 2 days from home. So at this point, it'll be like 4. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I just started. I don't want to be that girl, you know, already asking for time off. But imagine, I'm like, I'm going to work. Like, yeah, my throat's messed up and I'm sick as hell, but I'm going to get to work still. Like, no matter what, I'm going to work. So she's like, okay, like, that's fine. Like, you know, that's no problem. You know, you can still, you know, work from home. We just need the doctor's excuse. And y'all, I forwarded that over to her so freaking fast. Forwarded it to her, and we were good to go. So now, why I'm talking like this is because I definitely have strep throat. And oh yeah, the kicker of it all, y'all want to know the kicker of it all? It is a week before my birthday. My birthday's on August 2nd. And on top of that, I have like 2-3 events that was planned. I was actually supposed to go to one today. It was like a little girl stripper night, whatever. I was going with like my 2 best friends. Can't go. I was supposed to go see this put at the city winery. Can't go to that probably. My mouth is still on fire. I'm still probably gonna have to make an appointment dental wise, and I'm gonna have to make up all this time in the office. But long story short, my life is going through shit right now, and it's a week before my birthday. Cheers to 32.